We just drank 12 beers each and solved the Lindbergh kidnapping.
Let's see how they did it. Welcome back to Cold Cases.
I'm Rusty.
I'm Cayson.
Today, each of these gentlemen is going to drink 12 beers, and after each beer, they will unlock a new piece of evidence in one of America's most fascinating cases, the Lindbergh baby kidnapping. You guys familiar?
I am.
You're familiar with the Lindbergh baby kidnapping?
He's from Minnesota.
For the first time, the cold case we're getting to is not exactly a cold case, all right? So it has been solved.
There's something really funny about being like, this is one of America's great mysteries. It has been solved.
Perhaps this altered state of mind unlocks something they weren't able to see.
Where were you on March 1st?
You guys are gonna drink your first beer.
Okay.
And then you will call me out. You'll say, Willie!
Willie!
At which point I'll invite you over to the next room. Once you hand me the empty can, you unlock your first piece of evidence.
Phenomenal.
Let's dig in, boys.
Let's
do it.
Cayson, it is always a pleasure to get back in the interrogation room with you.
We're in the pursuit of truth. We're in the pursuit of justice. So we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for the greater good.
This is in no way self-indulgent.
Not at all. Let's go.
Hey, love you, buddy.
Love you.
Let's get the crew out of here on time. It seems like you are like family friends with this guy.
I know the Lindberghs very well. They're from Little Falls, Minnesota. At least Charles is, the guy who flew the planes. You're aware of Charles Lindbergh?
I don't know any of these guys.
Charles Lindbergh, first guy to ever fly across the Atlantic. I found out recently he was a Nazi sympathizer, but we might need to look out for this guy.
I'm gonna say suspect number one so far, the Nazi guy.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
So that was a long-winded way of saying, you know lots about the dad.
I know lots about the dad, nothing about the baby. Almost nothing about the baby.
All right, Willie.
Willie.
How you doing, brother?
Now, your next piece of evidence.
You have ramped up production quality, and I'm proud of you, buddy. So what kind of guy are you?
I'm a forensic scientist. This is Charles Lindbergh Jr.
Okay.
This, as you may notice, is a baby. And if you're putting two and two together, this is the Lindbergh baby. So Charles Lindbergh Jr. was the son of Charles Lindbergh Sr., noted aviator, first guy to fly solo across the Atlantic from New York to Paris, apparently from Minnesota, but he lived in New Jersey and he had his newborn child. On March 1st of 1932, they went into the bedroom where he was supposed to be sleeping and he was nowhere to be found. Is this post? Watch out for...
Where's the push pins? Or what are these, clothes pins?
Yeah. It's my first day on the job. Time of the kidnapping, the baby is less than 2 years old. He's with his nanny and his mother and his father in the house. The mother gets out of the shower. The nanny believes that the mother had the baby and goes, wait, I thought you had the baby. And then she's like, no, I thought you did. They go to the room. She tells the father, Charles, he goes to the room. Baby's nowhere to be found.
Why would the nanny think that the mom had the baby in the shower?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is our time. Unfortunately, you guys will have to return to the debrief room.
But he doesn't know the answer to a question.
No, I knew.
Should we put it on the board?
Dude, we're guys. We're gonna go to the board. All right, here we got
Baby.
baby,
Suspect number one.
baby, papa.
Newspaper.
It's a trio as old as time, baby,
classic.
papa, newspaper.
Yeah, the first thing that sticks out to me, Charles Lindbergh, one handsome fella.
You have to remember, everyone back then was hot.
He's a big target, is what you're saying. You're saying he's got a target on his back.
Okay, so what did he tell us? She was in the shower.
The mom thought the nanny had the kid. The
Yep.
nanny thought the mom had the kid.
Right.
She gets out of the shower bath, doesn't tell the nanny, tells Charles, and he runs right away, which seems suspicious to me.
Yeah, you're right. You would never sprint to your bedroom like, he's gone.
Yes.
You would be like, he's in the house, he's a child.
First thought was that the baby's gone.
What's the point of having a nanny if she doesn't have the baby? Like,
Yeah, what would she do?
That's your job.
Yeah,
that
what
would
would
be
she
like
do?
the mailman came to your house and you were like, where's my mail? And he's like, I thought you had it. So what? Suspect number one is the nanny who should have had the baby.
The nanny.
Okay.
I think we can cool off on Charles for a little bit.
We do know that he was a Nazi, but we don't know that yet in the investigation. So right now, the nanny.
Should we clear his name for a little bit?
Let's clear his name.
For a little bit, yeah, why not?
Right now.
Why not? Okay.
My knee jerk is it was probably the busty nanny, right?
Suspect one nanny. I can only assume she was busty. I assume Mrs. Lindbergh was also busty.
It's kind of the old rule of thumb, you can never have a nanny who's bustier than your wife.
I've heard of
They're
that
like
before
cats,
too.
they get like kind of territorial.
Unless it's like an old lady, then I
Right.
think the bustier the better.
Hey, love you, buddy.
Love you.
Let's get the crew out of here on
Let's
time.
do it. Ever try to lick it? Ever try to drink it like a cat?
Yeah, drink it like a Labrador. It's a lot less funny to spill on yourself when you're wearing like a nice shirt.
I'm trying to do my best, but it's not gonna last.
When you're wearing a shirt that can go in the wash, it's like,
Willie,
Come on over.
come on over.
here you go.
Hello.
Got your cans? Now, your next piece of evidence. Now, here's what we've got. Unfurl that for me.
It's not, you're the scientist guy.
Why'd you get it wet?
Is it water or is it like a solution?
If you interpret it right, it could be a solution. They found parts of a ladder outside the window. So that's the nursery.
That seems like a full ladder.
I was about to say,
not
parts
of a ladder.
If that's a part of the ladder, it must have been like 100.
Every part of the ladder?
It's a recreation of the ladder based on the parts that they found.
Gotcha, okay.
It's
Is
a,
it?
it's
I've
a
never
homemade,
found it.
it was a homemade ladder. It wasn't a great ladder, but it was like, clearly they had some idea what they were doing to be able to build a ladder.
This was like a single-use ladder where it's like you can go up it once and down it once, and then it
that's
just.
it.
There is significant speculation that whoever took the baby went up it and down it.
I have a lot of questions.
Way
on
more
this ladder.
confusing if they only went down it.
It was
both
actually
ways.
a two-way ladder. They could go both directions.
Okay.
So,
And that's our time.
and that's our time. So go to the debriefing room and keep climbing your way up this case.
All right, what did we learn, Cayson?
All right, we have a ladder. We got parts of a ladder at least.
Right.
And I think he said it was homemade, which I'm not sure what that means.
Right.
I've never made my own ladder. I assume it looks like most other ladders.
I would say if you were making your own ladder, you are typically up to no good.
Exactly. This is like post ladders being invented too. So we had the ability to go
Right.
and buy a ladder.
There was a part of you that like he was the first guy.
Did he
He was
invent
like, the baby's
ladder?
in that second
Yeah.
window. He was like, and then he creates the ladder.
That's why they left the window open.
Okay, so they found parts of a ladder there. This is the police recreation of it. What does it tell us that the ladder went straight to the nursery?
He knew where the baby was.
He knew where the baby was.
We're gonna get this guy. This guy's starting to make me sick.
This guy's ass is grass. He'd been in the house or he'd been scouting the house. He wanted to take that baby.
He waited for a warm day.
Yeah.
Where's this, early March? He probably found like a warm spring day. He's like, they're gonna have the windows open.
What do you do with a baby? Like there are people that actively try and not have a baby. Like if you're a guy that's
Yeah.
going out of your way to get one, that's pretty odd. Hey, I'll say it. This guy sounds like a weirdo.
My only thing is that Charles Lindbergh is probably pretty popular. I bet a baby could go for high dollars on a specific market.
I was thinking like Ransom. You were thinking like selling the physical baby.
Open market, free agency. You're gonna find a higher bid.
How much does a baby go for?
A Lindbergh baby back in those days?
It's like the best model.
Dad flew across the Atlantic. Imagine what this
Right.
baby's gonna do. It's like a racehorse. If the
Right.
racehorse's dad was Seabiscuit, you're
Right.
like, this baby's gonna be
Yeah, better to have it, not need it.
Exactly.
Like even
Great
if it grows
genes.
up to be a dud, it's like
Great
give it a
genes.
shot.
This guy can't keep getting away with this. Numbers.
Yeah, love you, buddy.
Love you.
I got a bad start on that one. Why don't we do this with like vodka sodas? Willie!
Come on! And now, your next piece of evidence. On the bed of the baby, what does Charles Lindbergh find when he runs in there?
No.
No baby.
Note.
Well, he was right too. Yeah.
Both correct. Both correct.
The ransom note.
What if it's like clearly the baby wrote it?
You guys like to take a look at
I
that?
would love to take a look at this. It's very wet. It is
Thank you.
very wet. Do you have? I noticed you have goggles, but no gloves.
Also, this is all,
All right,
for
that's
this
enough
is
for
all
you.
for show. They're not developing these photos.
Well, they're getting wet.
Dear Jim, Dear Jim, have $50,000 Noah, $25,000 Jim, $20 Belly, $25,000 Tilde, $10. This was written by like a dumb guy. Like I'm not dumb. This is.
Is this notarized? This looks like this is notarized.
His ransom note notarized.
Could be the move. You have your notary like.
Dear John, have $50,000 ready, or $25,000. Really negotiated himself down.
He's
there.
like have $50,000 ready or 20, whatever. Honestly, whatever works for you.
Yeah. Oh, he wants these. He wants 50,000 in.
Oh, he wants 50,000 in 20s.
In 20s,
25,000 in
10s in after 2 to 4 days. So you have a pretty big range.
Yeah, if I'm the dad, I'm gonna be like,
Give him a
it's probably gonna
firm
take
deadline.
Probably gonna take all 4.
We
Like,
will
well, it's obviously
inform
gonna be
you
less.
where to deliver the money.
Did you just fart?
No, it was the chemical.
We're working, anything, it's smudged.
Willie, do you have like a
Help me.
translation?
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a
It's
number.
Dear sir, have $50,000 ready, $25,000 in 20s, $15,000 in 10s, $10,000 in 5s. After 2 to 4 days, we will inform you where to deliver the money. We warn you for making anything public. For notify the police the child is in good care. Indication for all letters are signature and 3 holes.
I met a guy with 3 holes.
I was about to say, anytime I
Never
hear
trust a
3
guy with 3
holes,
holes.
my mind goes to scary places.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, we should ask more questions.
All right, Cayson, what did we learn?
I got distracted when he mentioned the 3 holes thing. I don't really know what he meant by that. But
Willie was just saying all of these were 3. Oh no, it literally says 3 holes.
It's his calling card.
Dude, if I had to make a list of guys that I don't want to take my baby,
The 3-hole bandit.
the 3-hole bandit is probably the last guy.
It's fine to follow that up with like the baby's in gray care.
Right.
Sign 3 holes. It's like, well,
The
maybe
baby's-
not.
Me and the 3-hole mafia have your baby. Also, is that not like? Can we use our Google on like how much money that would be today? Willie, how much is 75 plus 15 is 90 plus 10? So he asked for 100 grand.
No, 50 was the total, and that's equivalent to $1 million.
50 grand's
50
$1
grand?
million?
Dude, you could buy a house for like a nickel back in those
Yeah,
days.
my grandmother bought her house for like $11.
Okay, here's what, all right, obviously $1 million is a lot of money.
Right.
A Lindbergh baby should fetch more on the open market.
I was
you
about to
would
say,
think.
I was like,
Yeah.
he's probably, he's fast. Can I
Amount
ask
of
you a
money back
question?
then, though.
You keep referencing an open market. Are there multiple markets for babies? There's
I can only assume that there's more than one buyer.
Right.
Like, unfortunately, it makes me sick. Makes me like sick that there's more than one
Right.
buyer for a kid. Unfortunately, that's a world that they lived in back then.
Right, here's my thing. So we haven't really addressed this yet, but if you're asking the equivalent of $1 million ransom of a family, they are wealthy, right?
I would assume so.
If you
Yes.
think you can get that, they're a wealthy family. And also, if there is immediately a ransom letter, which there was like this, like he literally took the baby and put a ransom letter down, that means that his motives are purely financial. Also, this is so
Makes me
funny, like
sick.
listing the height of a baby. Like I'm gonna see another baby and be like, he's not 29 inches though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can establish the motive as financial, as of now.
I would agree.
Right?
I would agree.
Okay.
Also, we can't really tell from this black and white, but description of the baby: hair blonde and curly, blue eyes, typical baby.
Right.
A baby of a Nazi sympathizer.
My
She's still
first
high on my
suspect
list.
is the nanny's boyfriend. When I was a kid, I was getting babysat, and my babysitter's boyfriend came over, and that made me uncomfortable. And so I have a thing against babysitters' boyfriends. Let's have a beer. This is where it starts to kind of settle in a little
where we
bit.
get good.
We are
Oh.
where our feet are.
Always a bridesmaid.
Oh, man. Oh, Willie.
Come, hey, you guys come over.
Yeah, you guys are chill.
And now it's time for your next piece of evidence.
It's getting tricky.
This
much.
is Betty Gao, the nanny. Remember the nanny? Throughout the years, there has been speculation, could she have had something to do with it? So I wanted to introduce her as a potential suspect in the case.
I don't know if you've known, because we've been talking in a separate room
Right,
before. She's already suspect number 1.
She worked briefly for the family a little bit after and then left. To this day, feels like there might be resentment. If not,
She feels like
speculation
the
of her-
family resents her.
I mean, she was charged in care of the child.
She's like, they're mad at me because they think I did it. And it's like, no, they're mad at you because you're the nanny and you didn't have the baby.
I love how the clue.
Oh, that's the.
Right as we're always. The clue was a picture of the lady.
She was presumably busty, and I think you nailed it right in the head too. I don't want to objectify this woman, but it seems as the facts remain the facts, and that's just the
Some things are the way
information that we were dealt.
In our defense, the only new evidence is her appearance. Let's go theory here. Let's use this time
we
to
should.
come up
I
with
think
a
we should.
theory. Here's the thing. Even if she's not the one that did it, she is liable because your job is to be in charge of the baby. Or maybe not in
Exactly.
charge, keep an eye on her.
I think the only thing we can go off of here is how she looks, and they say never judge a book by its cover.
She looks innocent.
But I think we can take a pretty good look at her and see what she looks like.
We all see her.
We all see what she looks
What are
like.
you saying?
I'm saying what you're saying.
I'm not saying anything. You said it.
No, I didn't say anything. I just said we just gotta take a look at the picture and just see what she looks like.
I have a thought here. The Lindberghs are clearly a at least upper middle class, if not wealthy family.
For sure.
If you're the nanny, you wouldn't want to jeopardize that job, correct?
It would be a big risk. She's wearing linen gloves and pearls and lace. She's probably like well taken care of.
Wow. This lace blocking you from the sun was the equivalent of like Oakley's.
Yeah.
Maybe she was like, I can't kidnap him because they'll know it's me. So she goes to her boyfriend.
She's gonna be easily traced to her boyfriend. So it's possible she just ran into like a rapscallion on the street who she had no connection to. It was like, you give me whatever 30% of the ransom, I'll leave the window open.
1930s bad guys were also easy to spot because they were like, like she just saw one guy down the street, like he was like
singing
he was rolling jacks, and she was like, I have 2 questions for you. Do you want 50 grand, and do you know how to build a ladder? How good would you feel you found out, like, when I was a baby, I was worth like $1 million?
I think I went to Sunday school, I went to Catholic Mass.
Yeah.
I would have went not for free. I think there just wasn't a market out for me.
Oh, Willie!
Willie!
Come on in, boys. And now for your next piece of evidence. Never gets old, right?
Never gets old. You're the funniest man alive.
This is Jafsie.
Jafsie?
John F. Condon. He
What
goes
do
by
you mean?
Jafsie. Jafsie.
Okay. He did it. That guy did
He's
it.
a school teacher in Brooklyn, very well-known guy in the community. And he publishes this in the newspaper. It's a message to whoever the kidnapper is. He offers 1,000 of his own dollars into the $50,000 ransom. And he encourages them to bring it to a local priest.
Oh, because the
in
priest
a
can't
confessional.
tell.
If it's in a confessional.
That's actually apparently not true. Apparently, if you confess to like a crime that the priest thinks that there's like a danger of you doing it again, now I guess they've changed the rules.
Really?
Did you confess to like jacking it like crazy?
Guilty.
Why did he interject himself in this? This
Here's
wasn't his battle.
I would say it sounds like a guy who definitely did it and was like, and 1,000 of my dollars.
Yes.
And what is kind of insane about this,
I'm just gonna say, it feels like
that was a fake one. I just wanted.
You and the guy that has the keyboard are colluding.
Keyboard guy is named Mike Norvell.
So, what did we learn about Jafsie?
We learned a lot. I mean, look at this guy.
I think is suspect number 1 now. I think he's shot right up my leaderboard as suspect number 1.
I just want to say, he knew this photo was being taken, and he posed, and that was the face he chose. He's got some skeletons in his closet, and let me tell you, some of them are 29 inches. Ooh, no, never mind.
He has those dark, sunken eyes too, like he's seen some bad things.
I would like to flip our suspect from Betty's boyfriend or life partner to Jafsie. If you're writing like, I'm not him, I think you're him.
He had no reason to interject himself in this whole situation.
So I'm gonna say prime suspect number 1, gotta be Jafsie.
Jafsie, 100%, yes. Betty Gao, I still got my eye on her. She could be in cahoots with Jafsie,
She could be
I
in
guess.
cahoots.
Yeah.
Oh, you think she was like, we can make a lot of money together?
He doesn't make that much money. He's a school teacher.
Neither of them make money. I think Jafsie might just be like bad with finances. Like he doesn't know how much money he makes. He's like, I'll give $1,000. They're like, you don't have
That's
that.
because he knows he has a kid. He'll never have to pay them.
Oh.
Why else would you offer that much money?
Yeah. So everyone
You think
has.
she dropped the baby down to Jafsie?
And the ladder was like a decoy.
A decoy. That's why it's only half.
That's phenomenal.
Where did the rest of the ladder go?
All right. Now, this is the first time we're on to something. Betty somehow gives the signal to Jafsie. She's like, whoop woo, whoop woo.
Like an owl sound.
Yeah. He props the ladder up because that's like a distraction just enough that they'll be like hung up on the ladder for a couple hours while Jafsie can go
Must've been a solo
talk
guy.
to the priest, make sure everything's in order, talk to the journalist. That's why they found remnants of the ladder.
Yeah.
It's like it was never meant to be
Yeah.
climbed.
You know what's easier to make than a ladder?
Fake ladder.
Parts of a ladder. You can make half of a ladder.
Anybody can make parts of a ladder.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think it's how real detectives work, or do you think they have like more of a process?
I feel too drunk for 5. You ever heard of crocodile?
I met a crocodile. That sounded like a joke. I met a crocodile in Orlando at Gatorland. All the gators were like fine. And then there was this one guy, and he was like an evil guy.
A guy or a crocodile?
The crocodile. The guy was cool. Willie! Come over.
William.
And now, your next piece of evidence. Remember how Jafsie put this thing out? And he was like, hit me up. Guess what letter shows up at his door?
At Jafsie's door?
Yeah. Insane, right?
Yeah, it is insane.
What's your favorite part?
Can you read it?
No. It's insane that you consistently do this to us.
I didn't write that.
I know, but like...
A villain did. So what that says is, Dear Sir, if you're willing to act as a go-between in the Lindbergh case, please follow strictly instruction. Handle enclosed letter personally to Mr. Lindbergh. We'll explain everything. Don't tell anyone about it. As soon as we found out, the press or police is notified, everything are canceled and it will be a further delay. After you get the money from Mr. Lindbergh, please put these 3 words in the New York American. Money is ready. After notice, we will give you further instruction. Don't be afraid. We are not out for your $1,000. Keep it.
Yeah, wait, it's Jafsie.
Of course.
He's like, of course we want everyone's money. We will
yours.
not accept Jafsie's. And if you work on the educational board, consider Jafsie for a holiday fund.
So Jafsie gets this letter from evidently the kidnapper, someone claimed to be, and they get the money, and they then set up this meeting in the graveyard. And the meeting happens. $50,000 are given to the kidnapper. Jafsie and this person have a meetup in a graveyard.
Was that, did you say that out
No,
loud?
I was just trying to say that the whole time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the money, they make it mostly in gold certificates because it's a type of money that they're phasing out. This will become way easier to track because it's not even gonna be a thing in like a year. They don't, however, get the baby. He ends up sending a piece of the baby's clothing as proof that he has it, but they never get their hands on the actual baby.
So him and Jafsie are there?
Yeah, and Jafsie gives this to the police.
Oh, he's also like a world famous
this
artist
is like what
as well.
No, he doesn't draw it. Like he gave like a description to the.
Wait.
Jafsie's just trying to like launch his art career.
Yes.
He's like, and he
Pretty
looked
nice.
like this. Everyone's like, Jafsie kind of knows his way around a pencil.
He looked like the Mona Lisa, actually.
It's like an abstract. He's like, and he looked like
He felt like
yeah.
this.
They're like, oh, Jafsie.
He's right next to all these clocks melting.
I was about to say, Jafsie kind of sounds like a new wave like crypto artist.
Willie, I love the evidence you're portraying. I accidentally blacked out yet again, and I forget what you said.
You take the lead on this one.
All right, I kind of blacked out a little bit while Willie was explaining, but apparently Jafsie got this note sent to him.
Here's my thing. Why is Jafsie like if
is he involved
if a
in the first
random
place?
professor, like my child gets kidnapped and then a professor's like, I'll handle it, I'd be like, I think I'll take it.
Yeah, get out of it.
Why is everyone like, yep, that makes sense, Jafsie will take
Yeah.
it? So Jafsie meets this guy in the graveyard. Jafsie gives him the 50 grand. He goes, you keep your money, Jafsie, only the 50,000. Cause that's a common trope of kidnappers is they're reasonable.
Also, you know when you give the guy the money, he doesn't have a baby. A baby's very hard to hide.
The kidnapper's code is like screaming, crying, and he's like, I forgot the baby. Kidnapper takes the money and he goes, here's a piece of your son's clothes. And then
Are the Lindberghs in on it? Why would they give the money to Jafsie?
because they're like dumb. Everyone was like so dumb. I know the Lindberghs, this isn't their fault, but it does seem like at a certain point, you're like, maybe you shouldn't have a child. The funniest part is, it's so clearly Jafsie because he's like, I'll add $1,000 of my money. He doesn't have $1,000 to give away. And then miraculously when he meets, they're like, everyone's money but Jafsie's. We will accept any money as long as it's not from Jafsie.
Jafsie's money is no good here.
Jafsie's money is no good
We
here.
will not accept it. All right, we got a sketch of the supposed guy that Jafsie saw that night.
Oh yeah, wait. That's important actually. That's him to a T.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Jafsie gave that to the police. He could just make up a random guy.
It also is funny, like back in the day, like this was kind of just every guy. He was white, and he was wearing the clothes we all wear.
Okay, this seems too obvious. Like a red flag is, I feel like the police would have suspected him right away. Because
Jafsie?
yeah, because it's so easy, it seems like he might not be the guy. All right, well, I think we need more clues.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
Christmas.
The sun's coming down, Christmas. Well, watching it fall, Christmas. All the people around. It feels like she kind of mailed in that lyric. All the people around.
Oh, 7? Oh, 7?
Oh, Willie.
Yeah, what up?
Russ, you know that Ray Lewis killed a guy, right?
I did hear that.
I think he stabbed somebody outside of a club and then his friend took the rap.
I think the promise
It's
was
time for your next piece of evidence. That is just fun every time, isn't it?
Can I ask a question for you? You wearing goggles implies that there's some danger of like something getting in your eyes, but
some
we
sort of
have no
spray.
access to anything.
2 months after he goes missing, the baby is found dead.
God damn it. I wish I would have known that earlier, but all right.
Well, we went chronologically. So all the ransom stuff has happened. Baby turns up dead. They find him in the woods.
So you let us joke about him for like,
Yeah, we're riffing for
An
a
hour
while.
and a half.
You said, hey, here's this baby, drink 7 beers and then joke around for a while.
there's something like worse about it for some reason that the news is sopping wet.
But
Turning the
it's
night.
better than if it was scorching hot.
Bingo. This is super pixelated.
That was the
right?
blurriest news I could find. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
This is like the blurry times, and we're like, well, that's just how they do it. Murdered. So the baby didn't just die. Declares autopsy physician.
Determined that he was killed by a blow to the head.
It's a real downer.
So we did Malaysia Airlines. That's like 1,000 people died.
They're like grown people.
There were babies on that.
Were there babies?
Yeah.
You didn't tell us
know
that.
You don't
didn't tell
fucking
us
know
that.
You don't think there was one? Okay.
Saved by the Bell. Come on. Yeah, I don't even want to touch this one.
Yeah, so until here, I thought we had a chance of finding him.
Oh wait, I guess. Oh, that makes perfect sense actually. Now you have no incentive to give the baby back because you already have what you wanted, which was
$50,000. Why would you want the baby dead though? Couldn't you
don't
leave the
want
baby,
the baby
like,
dead,
in a
but
field?
you can't risk giving him back. It was a miracle that you did that first interaction with what's his name, fucking Jafsie.
Jafsie, yeah.
They know that like if they go to give the baby back, there will be cops waiting. They've already gotten what they want, which was the $1 million.
The only evidence is the baby.
DNA doesn't exist, forensics don't exist, so it's like let's just. Oh man, this is
so
why'd you guys
rough.
pick this?
It's
one?
so
This is like
dark.
a horrible thing to
it's
talk
so
about.
dark.
Drunk. All right, let's have.
Makes
the,
me sick.
Let's have the
Makes
next
me
video.
sick. Now we have a real justice to serve.
Yeah.
Now there's a real crime that needs to be figured out.
If you're out there and you did this, and for some reason you're still alive in 2025, I hope that you feel that heat under your bum and that breath down your neck. The heat under your bum's Cayson, the breath down your neck's Rusty.
this is no laughing matter.
And let me tell you, we're gonna make 3 holes look like a walk in the park.
I spilled so much.
I was about to say, I was like, there was some reckless abandonment in there.
Willie!
Come on, baby boy.
He's got another Nature Valley bar. He's got a problem. He's got a sweet and salty nut behind him. That's
Dr.
crazy.
Crumbs over here.
Are we letting
And now your next piece of evidence.
Are we letting you make it sopping wet just kind of like for your own ego, or like what's
Time to
happening
wet
here?
it up.
It helps it because right now all of them are just bone dry. So I'm just sort of trying to see if I can get them a little wet before I give them to you. This
No, I do not like her.
is Violet Sharp. She
Whoa, that's like a clue killer. My guess is it was Violet Sharp with a candlestick in the parlor room.
Violet Sharp was a housekeeper in the Morrow household, which is the maiden name of the baby's mother. The mom's family home, also nearby in New Jersey. She worked
2
for the
homes.
family. Yeah, they were very wealthy.
We've had 8 beers.
Yeah.
So could you just explain it to us like we're 9?
She scrubbed dishy.
What?
I'm sorry. Morrow is the maiden name of the baby's mom. So
So-
she worked for the mom's family.
And they live nearby.
Yeah. She was questioned a few times because of some suspicious answers regarding her behavior and activities the night the baby went missing. But before I say anything more, you guys are gonna get a chance to interrogate Violet Sharp.
No way.
She's actually here
fuck.
It's gonna be
Yes.
it's gonna be binder.
Let's see. If you would follow me to the interrogation room, you'll have a chance to say what you want to say.
Hello, Violet. I'm Detective Rusty Featherstone.
Violet, Detective
are you?
Cayson, Ellinger, how you doing?
Violet, I'm gonna level with you here. Detective Featherstone might be on your side, but I see you as a prime suspect.
I didn't
Who
do
doesn't
anything.
remember? Where were you on March 1st?
I went to the hotel to hang out with this man that I met,
Right.
and that's all nothing happened.
By hang out, do you mean have sexual relations with this man? Hey! I'm sorry.
We've all gotten a little carried away at lunch. Maybe some hands, some footsie starts under the table. Next thing you know, you're kidnapping a baby.
I didn't do that.
Why were you mating with him then?
I thought there was a nice look to him.
You wanted to like go nuts on his body.
You wanted to go crazy. You wanted to do sick things to his body.
How does it make you feel when back at the bureau, people are calling you Violent Shart instead of Violet Sharp?
It's sad.
Sounds like a gross poop in the pants. That's what that sounds like.
A what?
It doesn't sound like a nice lady from England. Violent Chart?
That's not my name.
Violent Chart? That's what everybody's calling you.
Perception's reality. Do you know anything?
I don't have any information that can help you, so I don't want to give you any information that's going to get me to not look at the house.
Miss Sharp, if it was up to me, Miss Shart, if it was up to me, I would keep you here until the end of time. Unfortunately, Johnny Law thinks it's illegal for me to keep you here more than 24 hours. So unfortunately, I have to let you go right now, unless you tell me the truth.
You're going to let me go?
Unless you tell us the truth.
If you tell us the truth, you might.
Either way, you're walking out of here right now.
So I'll walk out?
We are bound to let you go right now, but we would also prefer if you gave us some incriminating piece of evidence before you leave.
It would be really, really nice.
I don't have any, so I'm going to go.
All right, so how'd it go with Violet?
She told us, we berated her, she told us almost nothing.
I said some detestable things to her that I am now regretting. I didn't really gain much.
Do you think she did it, or do you...
I think she doesn't know what planet she's on. All she said, I don't know where I am. And it was like, you're a dumb witness.
Now it's time for your next piece of evidence.
Nice.
So Violet Sharp was not giving a lot to the cops. She was nervous. They were suspicious of her behavior in her interviews. They interrogated her several times, and they had scheduled another interview. And now I present the evidence.
Can I thank you once again? I'm so glad it's sopping wet for me. June 15th. Funeral services were conducted today for Violet Sharp, English servant who committed. You're gonna have us kind of do this whole song and dance, and then everyone we make jokes about either gets hit in the head or dies.
She committed seppuku?
She committed suicide Friday at the home of Mrs. Dwight Morrow, mother of Mrs. Charles A. Lindbergh.
Interrogated, nervous, scheduled for another interrogation, takes a cyanide pill.
Where did she acquire that?
That's what I'm saying. It feels like they're way too easy to, like, here's my thing. I get a case of the Mondays every once in a while. If I wanted, I guess it was a Tuesday. Semantic.
Case of the Tuesdays.
Fridays. You got a case of the Fridays. Can we give theories here, or should we do it back there?
I think you should take it in there. All right. Well, I think the time's about to be up anyway, right? If my internal clock is telling me
ready?
it's gonna be in like...
All right, Violent Sharp.
What do we know about her?
Can I just put it over, because like all these are nonsense. It's like, you ever read like Russian cursive and it's like, what are those guys doing?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You take a cyanide pill for one of three reasons. What are they, Cayson?
Killing yourself. Just,
that one's kind of nailing it. Sorry. All under the umbrella,
of course,
of death. But why do you take one?
Guilty.
Guilty.
Innocent.
Innocent.
Just goofing around.
Goofing around.
She did not seem that goofy when we talked to her.
She was not goofy at all. It's time for Rusty's 2 points of option. 1, she was involved and wanted not a part of it anymore. So she took her own life. 2, one of the people was like, she's gonna spill the beans, let's stage a suicide. Can we agree that that sounds fair?
I would like to add a third option. I know the name is 2 forms of option.
Say it with me, Rusty's 3 points of option.
I think it's possible she was innocent, but felt like they were gonna make her the bad girl.
Right.
So she was like, I'm just gonna kill myself, that way nobody's ever gonna know, and then I can die not guilty. Even though she's innocent. She thought she was gonna be framed.
You know what they say? Take your own life.
Give one another.
Bingo. Who would want her dead?
Anybody who was, I would think, connected to the baby kidnapping, murder.
Anyone
We shouldn't call this a kidnapping. It's kind of a baby murder.
It's a baby murder. If you're involved in murder and she was also involved, and now we're talking to her, you want her out of the fucking picture because did you see how nervous she was? Can we agree that maybe this is a valid theory? Jafsie and Betty Gow were involved and somehow she saw it happen.
She found out.
And they were like, oh, fuck, let's get rid of that lady. Like, she's an absolute whack job. So they go and intimidate her. Before we got to her,
Okay.
They're like, if you talk, we're gonna break your shins, we're gonna string you up by your ankles and like tickle you nuts. We get to her, right? Before they've killed her, she gives nothing. She's like, I don't wanna get that.
Nobody wants to get tickled silly.
They, phew, like we got through that. Now let's fucking kill her. So they give her the cyanide pill.
Because they want to bring her in again.
Right.
And they're like, there's no way she's gonna last under that pressure twice.
Right. What do you think's more believable? That option, or she was involved and was like, money isn't worth it, cyanide pill?
What motive should she have to kill herself?
She could be involved and was like just absolving herself of any pain.
But if she got through it once, she would have the confidence to get through it twice.
She barely got through that fucking thing. Here's another question. Cyanide, not readily accessible. You know, they show like, this is your brain on weed. This is your brain on coke. This is the face of a guy who can sell cyanide.
You know who else took cyanide?
Stalin? Hitler.
Close, the Nazis. You know who was sympathetic to the Nazis?
Oh!
One Mr.
Oh, my Lord.
Charles Lindbergh. How else did you acquire cyanide?
We're dumb guys. We're not the smartest bunch.
I think we're getting close, though.
We're getting damn close. You feel that heat down your neck?
Yeah, it's us breathing right there.
Your friends who don't know how to cheers.
We're never gonna get this guy.
Oh, Willie!
Come on over.
This is the first one I feel like kind of drunk. There's no water left tonight. You're just doing this for show now.
Well, I thought you wanted them not as wet, and now you're complaining that there's not enough water.
I'm gonna complain about whatever.
I'll get it wetter. And now, your next piece of evidence. This is Bruno Hauptmann. He was a contractor. Remember how when they gave the ransom money, they gave these gold certificates that were pretty unique? So in 1934, these have been popping up, these gold certificates, and the police are aware of that they're popping up, but they can't exactly, it's kind of in a general area, but it's like they can't figure out who it is.
Right.
And they've alerted the banks to keep an eye out. So at one point, a bank gets a $10 gold certificate and is like, that's kind of weird. So they call the cops and they're like, hey, they figure out where it came from. It was a convenience store. They go there and they find that the owner remembers the guy using it. The clerk at the store had written down his license plate number because he thought that him using the gold certificate was like kind of weird and he seemed a little suspicious. The license plate tracks them back to the house of this man, a contractor, German immigrant named Bruno Hauptmann, and that's who you're looking at right here.
He sounds like somebody that emigrated.
And that's our time!
I'll say this, and they do know that the bill is one of the bills that was used in the ransom.
I want to point out one thing is that we've kind of forgotten about this guy here. You said he was the guy in the graveyard. It looks oddly similar. They both got a strong chin.
Wait, look at Cayson. That's actually a phenomenal point. In the police mock-up, he has a strong chin. What is he doing with his chin in the photo that they took of him?
He's trying to tuck it in.
He's tucking it in.
He's like, I don't have a strong chin at all.
He knows this is a prominent feature and he goes, I'm not a handsome guy. So call me crazy. First person to be discovered with the bills that were used in exchange for Charles Jr.
He also looks like the sketch as well.
He looks like the sketch and he's actively trying to hide his best feature. Look at this camera. You have a prominent chin. What do? You mog.
Hello.
He is suspect number one right now. He's the only man that's been caught with bills from the ransom bag. Oh my God, we've had 10 beers? That's phenomenal. What is this like?
This is not a city club.
Come on over! Come on in, boys. Now, the next piece of evidence.
1 second. Oh, never mind.
So they go into Bruno Hauptmann's apartment, and they find this gas canister, which has more of the ransom money in it.
Whoa!
In his apartamento, if you will. They also compare Bruno Hauptmann's hand.
It's like way wetter than normal.
That's because Derek watered it. And so this is the handwriting comparison of Bruno Hauptmann's to the ransom notes.
And that is close.
They're completely different. Everyone could write cursive.
How am I supposed to read a wet cursive comparison?
It's actually a phenomenal point. I learned cursive dry.
So they go into his apartment, they find the gas canister, they find samples of his writing that they're able to compare to the ransom notes. They found
Yo, right as we were about to get to the bottom of it. Fuck! This is simultaneously our most incriminating evidence, followed by this proves him innocent that we've ever had. So, they break into his apartment case. They find a gas canister full of exclusively ransom money. But look at this. That doesn't match.
That seems close enough, right? It looks like, look at that. Look at that. What's different about those?
I guess I was only looking at the J's or the Y's. Yeah, I guess if you look at everything but the Y's.
Doesn't everything look pretty identical? He probably definitely wrote the ransom.
I actually, this is probably the first time in my life I'll admit that I'm wrong. Put yourself in my shoes, the viewers at home. The Y's here are different, and those are the big ones. And maybe I didn't look at the other ones because it was sopping wet and my friend Will was holding them and it was daunting. Maybe he was like going to start it and he was like, ooh, I always write my Y's that way.
I can mix them up a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's like, he had a little flair.
A little flair.
He has all the money.
All the money.
He writes the same as the ransom net. He would look like that guy, and he's clearly trying to hide one of them. Everything matches except for the Y's. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If you have all the ransom money, I think the fact that they are presenting us with this, there's gonna be a big twist.
A big twist?
We had 11 beers, that's kind of insane, right?
It's too much.
Do you wanna race this last one?
You wanna race?
What's the craziest noise you can make? Willie?
I don't think that's crazy.
Pretty crazy.
What's your craziest noise?
I win. God, I hate this town.
Ah! Oh, I thought I was gonna scare you.
This city, man. This city, man. It'll kill you with a knife. Oh, man. You know what's the funniest part about these shoots? Is taking a Waymo home after. The amount of times Lucas has called me a Waymo after one of these cold cases and I'm sitting there talking to a guy that's not there. How long you been doing Waymo?
We're so close.
All right, ready? Let's race. Half of yours is on the floor and I still beat you.
I spilled so much.
This is for everyone at home. I've been working on a new dance move and it's called The Work. And it's all about setting, right? So you're at a club, you're a girl, you're sitting with your girl. There's like a group of guys and they're all doing this one dance move. Tell me you're not gonna come over and talk to them. If you're a single guy and you're struggling to find women, go to your local club, hit The Work, tell me that a girl's not gonna grind a hole in your pants. Ooh, Willie!
Hello.
Willie, you know I love you, buddy.
Yeah, that's usually what you say before. It's like an insult.
No, that's, you know I love you, but.
You love me, butt?
I love your butt.
Now it's time for our final piece of evidence.
It never gets old. Now this is sopping wet.
It's the wettest clue
This
we've
is
ever
the
had.
It's Isidor Fisch.
I can't handle a new guy now.
It's 2025, we can't immediately say he did it.
Bruno, our previous man, maintains his innocence. As his explanation for how he came into possession of the ransom money, he claims that Isidor Fisch, his former business partner, who moved back to Germany, left a suitcase when he moved, and at some point, homeboy got curious and opened said suitcase, and in it, he found the money, and he didn't have anything to do with it. He just was left all the ransom money by Isidor Fisch.
And that's our time. A detective is only as good as his corkboard. Like if I want to hang this thing up, I have to cover up a crucial piece of evidence.
You think you want to trim the fat?
I'm literally saying I think we need a bigger corkboard. Isidor Fisch. 1000% did it. I don't like the flip-flop guy. Where every new clue we're being like, that guy did. This guy 1000% did. So Bruno opens the suitcase. He's like, oh my God, my best buddy left inconceivable amount of gold notes. I have to pretend like I'm not guilty.
Why would you use the money then?
Let's say you're Bruno and I'm, what's his name? William. What's his name again?
Isidor Fisch.
Okay.
Look, it's right here at the
so
top.
You're Bruno, I'm Isidor. I'm staying at your house, we're best buddies. I'm like, hey man, I have to go to Germany. Thank you for harboring me, like I'm gonna go back. You look in the guest bedroom that I was staying in, and there's a suitcase full of $50,000, which is $1 million today. You would be like, I'm the richest man alive. You're gonna start spending that money. So it's not your fault, it's mine. I'm already back in Germany, so I can't be prosecuted.
But why wouldn't he bring the money back to Germany?
Because you get caught through customs,
But
right?
I'm gonna kidnap a baby just to give my friend $1 million?
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So he was like, on paper, this sounds great. I'll take 50 grand. Everything will be great. And then the cops were hot on his tail, and he was like, fuck it. Back to Germany.
I think it's possible that both of them are guilty. Our guy Bruno was like the front man. He was the guy who was like got sketched in. Isidor was the brain master of the whole thing, and he was pulling Bruno's strings, and Bruno was just like the guy right below him. So we kept some money, and then our guy Isidor fled to Germany with the rest of the money. So they're both kind of guilty.
Can I present my final case?
Yes.
This is my final presentation. Isidor was the orchestrator of the kidnapping. He enlisted Betty to throw the baby down to Jafsie. Jafsie then transferred him to Bruno. Bruno met up with the person in the graveyard. That's why the sketch matches Bruno. All the money went to Isidor Fisch. Isidor Fisch felt the cops hot on his tail. He said, Bruno, thank you for your work. I will be gone in the night to Germany. Bruno spent the money, and he got caught with the gas canister. Violent chart had nothing to do with it. She was proclaimed innocent.
And why'd she kill herself?
Because she was just like, this is overwhelming.
No.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I've got a secondary theory.
Get in there. Get in there.
Presented as fact.
I think we grilled Violent Chart pretty heavily. She seems pretty innocent to me. This guy got off scot-free. I think he is the puppet of the puppeteer right here. This guy got all the money. He just blamed it on a German national that went back to Germany. There's no way they could prosecute him. He's like, guess what? I had all the money, but it was actually him, even though they have no way to prosecute him. And then he was like, hey, do you wanna make some more money? And all three of them worked in cahoots. At least one of those three is guilty. I don't know which three, but I think we should put them all in jail.
Well, do you wanna know what the detectives back then concluded?
Of course.
Have a seat. I like where your heads have been at, and I don't think you're too far off what the detectives back then determined. They found that Bruno Hauptmann had acted alone, kidnapped the baby, killed the baby. He professed his innocence up until he was tried, convicted, and executed by the state.
How did they kill him?
Electric chair.
Nice, they had that already?
That's the best way to
And he
go.
said his last words were allegedly him again claiming that he was an innocent man. They'd offered him $90,000 to admit that he did it.
Yeah, man, here's my thing. Who knows? Who knows? I'm a big proponent of who knows. I think a lot of people would rush to judgment. I think like a lot of things in the 30s, we should have just stopped the Germans.
But you believe it was a conspiracy involving all of these people?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So who's gonna call my Waymo home?
The pro football playoffs are here, and there's no better time to get in the action with BetMGM. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use promo code FBYT and get up to a $1,500 new player offer on your first wager with BetMGM. And I'm gonna tell you how it works, all right? Just download the BetMGM app and sign up using code FBYT. Deposit at least $10 and place your first bet on any game. If that bet loses, you will receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets. Then get access to second chance promos, odds boost tokens, same game parlays, and so much more. BetMGM, make it legendary. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed our video. All right, cut.